Hello, y'all. It's Tieya from Tieya by Tieya, and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be doing we're going to start off with the general reading for Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever. Oh, for the next 90 days. Right now it's the middle of March. My intention is for this to be April to June. Maybe a little bit beyond June. So, anywho, what's coming toward Virgos? General. Please remember this in the personal reading, although it gets very personal for a lot of you. If it doesn't resonate, please do not try and force it. Last time. Okay. Coming out. If you guys are attracted to Taurus or the Aries, go check that out. I will tell you that Aries reading is a bit messy. But anyway. The devil. How very interesting. 10 of Pentacles as well here. I want to know why the devil is here. Dealing with the Capricorn. They have Capricorn placements. Waiting and watching. Hey, or Ace of Swords, Wide Ace of Swords, Ace of Rods, Five of Pentacles, bottom deck, there goes the King of Cups. Potentially rejected somebody. Our card, Three of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so if you guys like left somebody behind, it looks like this person is kind of stuck in that past energy. It's like they want to move forward, they want to look toward the future, but the Seven of Pentacles is looking back toward the past. The Nine of Wands is looking back toward the past. The Emperor is looking back toward the past. So it's like past energies affecting like the future and the present. The next 90 days, this person might show back up again, like drunk on your doorstep, um, like chattering. Could be a bit of nonsense. Somebody could also be waiting and watching, looking toward the future. The other one is like maybe looking toward like who you were in the past and how they could like get that energy from you again. Especially if you guys are doing fairly well financially with Ten of Pentacles, or if a financial cycle came to an end. If you're getting like a tax return, be mindful of people, around you. People like tax return vultures. So they show up, you know, what are we doing today? You getting into? Did you buy anything? How much did you get? It's like they really just want to be around because of your resources. Now, it doesn't always have to be money. It could be leverages from you, or maybe you guys are really generous and kind to people, and they just want that energy. It's like whatever resource they want to get their hands on, it might be that here. I do see a lot of waiting and watching. Please, with the Ten of Pentacles, it does look like Somebody might be carrying a torch for somebody else who is in a long-term relationship with somebody else. Looks like on the outside looking. It's time for this clear for the 9. And in this unrequited love type of situation, for a long time. The Knight of Cups, the Moon, and the Chariot card. You could deal with the Cancer of care, like prominent Cancer placements. Something always seems to the Moon is that when you're outside at night, wandering around, sometimes things take on a different shape. They look different. They feel different. It's a little bit more spooky wandering around at night. Scary. They don't look as weird. You can see everything clearly. Maybe something is not being seen clearly here with the 9 of Wands, which can indicate like PTSD and other mental disorders. Like something is not being seen clearly here. It's a Nigerian saying, if I'm not mistaken, shine your eyes. Like pay attention, look, just mindful that they're not there to take advantage. If you got somebody on one of the cars, this is like for somebody like one person, and they can just get your car on the road, but then something happens to go back. It's because it feels like they're trying to get like more funds from you guys, maybe a second opinion from somebody else. Something that we don't really agree with, especially when it comes to our tax monies. There goes the Hierophant, which can be an institution, especially with the Emperor here. Over where all the conflicts are, because I think isn't Ukraine still doing what it's doing with Russia and um I was trying to steal that other country from the natives of that country. I would not be surprised if not on like, mainstream media, but like if you're on TikTok or social media, I would not be surprised at all if you guys, saw what. How many 9s are you guys gonna get, huh? 6, 7 of Wands. I do feel like there is some kind of past energy. It could be a long-standing attitude, even. Um, it feels like you're gonna be kind of forced to look at it. There goes the King of Rods, especially if it has to do with a father figure, um, or an authority figure. Maybe you guys have issues with authority. I don't know, but it feels like that issue coming back up again, and you have to kind of uh, deal with it. A long-standing something that's been around for a long time, especially if it's like intoxicants with the devil card here, codependent behavior, or toxic mentality where um, it takes you down a rabbit hole. Maybe even obsessive online, like searching, you know. With the moon in the middle of everything, definitely take a second look at everything. Try not to be too obsessive about it, but take a second look at everything, especially when it comes to like jobs, especially when it comes to what the mainstream media is showing you. Um, Take everything with a grain of sand until you are able to do your own research on reputable sites or whatever that you trust. It's really feeling like conspiracy theory here. And I don't mean for it to feel that way, but it kind of does feel that way a little bit. You guys might be conspiracy theorists, but yeah, be mindful and careful that you guys are not, you know, being like wrapped up in this stuff. So anyway, we're gonna move on to finances for the Virgos. What is coming financially for my Virgos over the next 90 days? Oh, April to June. I know what that was. All right, so what to and their energy, the King of Pentacles can be an earth sign. I like Pentacles here at the end because it's like, actually with the Six of Wands, maybe moving away from a difficult situation. Good news. Battles. If you guys are going through a court thing, it really feels like you guys having having like um justice on your side. If it's like a settlement from something, it feels like you guys get whatever. I'm hearing obsessive behavior. Be mindful with the obsessions. There was the King of Swords, which to me, or some kind of official, like public officials that may be having an effect. The Hangman. So it looks like trying to escape might be like the rat race. If you guys hear like cars in the background, I'm right next to the highway and they're kind of loud. Anyway, it's like trying to escape, starting to get out of that. You're starting to like live more in the present and maybe not so much in the past. Um, Getting a different perspective with the Hanged Man. I feel like the Hanged Man could also be a warning to not get caught up. Um, Especially if maybe there's a drug dealer or somebody, a street pharmacist. It's like trying to get out of that lifestyle and moving forward. I do feel like you guys are able to do that. It will take, I feel like, multiple attempts to really like buck it off permanently. But I know everybody out there is not a street pharmacist, so take what resonates with the rest. I just saw 1717 on my timer. What is this Knight of Cups doing here? It's really giving like, that movie trope where there's a street pharmacist trying to get out. Oh, I'm gonna make this one last ride. I'm gonna do this one last sale and then I'm done. It's like just don't get tempted with that. The devil can also be temptation to go back if you got out to go back to that. And it's like the prediction here is if you are in some kind of lifestyle like that, you will get caught up if you go back. Clarify the Knight of Cups, please. 9. Why do you guys keep getting the 9s? Again, with the story that I was just like the trope that I was just talking about, where you're getting close to the end or almost out. It's like there's good news, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Don't let self-sabotage like pull you back. 7 of Cups, 5 of Wands. So it's this. It feels like good news. It feels like maybe a job offer. It feels like, um, good news regarding money. But then there's like all the thoughts come in your head, all of the it's like self-sabotaging behavior really coming back around again. Then you're like, I don't know if I can really do it. I don't know if I can, get where I want to go. I don't know if this is going to work. And if you're not careful, you can fuck yourself out of a good thing. Do I need to clarify anything else? It really feels like the advice for you guys is to stay focused on the goal. Don't worry too much. Find a way to not worry so much about the details. It's like focus on the main goal. If you have to, um, maybe delegate to other people to help with the tiny details. I feel like the details might frustrate you guys. Don't be afraid to, go to Fiverr or whatever and even if you have to pay a personal assistant for a little while, just to get those details out of the way so that you can focus on the main goal. I feel like the details kind of pile up on top of you guys. And especially since Virgos can be very, very detail-oriented people. Don't let those details pile up on top of you. I'm trying not to get too distracted here. Anyway, I think I've said what needs to be said. Do not be afraid to delegate to somebody who can help you get things done so that you don't get like analysis paralysis. So we're going to go with Virgos. Lovely Virgos. What is coming from my Virgos in love? Okay. Did not get a good shuffle there. Ace of Wands. 7 of Wands keeps coming out for a lot of different people. And there goes 9 of Wands again. Eight of Pentacles, or eight of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. Why? Why is this thing? It really looks like getting so close to the end, but then like something happening because we're at the 9. There is no 10. It's like the ace, and then 7, 9. There's something missing. I see one person or one, figure on all of these cards. One hand. One person. One person. I think you guys get the idea. One person here, and it's so strange. The 9 of Wands can be about determination. Can also be about PTSD and other mental health situations. Because on the original card, the man has his head wrapped in a bandage, which to me can indicate mental health stuff. It can also be working yourself to exhaustion. I don't know why I'm seeing this. Is this the image of like children? Oh, girls are icky. Ew. I'm getting that where it feels like a childhood something where somebody might be holding a grudge against the opposite sex, and even CD even where it's like you feel like you have things to be and you're defensive. Like look at this berry. It's like defensive against what's coming, what could be coming towards you. It really does time for you to heal from that and move forward. I know the dating pool right now feels like it's full of shit. People are just, ugh, but not everybody is like that. I also understand that, it's scary. But I do control, and if you want to grab it, you're going to have to come out of your cave. You're going to have to come out from under your protections. Just, use your discernment to make sure that the people that you're dealing with um aren't bad people. And also lost my train of thought. Hold on. Give them time. What I wanted to say. You don't have to rush into anything. Just move slowly. And if that bothers them, they're not the right for you. Like if they get mad because you want to wait a year before like having sex or whatever, they're not the right person for you. They get mad because you want them to get tested for STDs and you're like, oh, I'll go with you, we can go together. And they're like, oh my God, you don't trust me? They're not the right person for you. That's what I'm like that kind of stuff would help you to filter out the weak ones. Anchorman again with the actual fuck. Chariot. Top card. You guys could have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio placements. There goes the Queen of Pentacles again, which can be Virgo energy. This is a very strange collection of cards. The Hangman can be about being caught up. It can also be about getting a different perspective. The Chariot can be about like trampling forward or like being determined to get where you want to go. The Tower card is about um necessary but very unpleasant things coming down. And this could be a mentality that has to go for you to actually get your hands on the potential energy that can be coming towards you. And you may be like determined to be single, but then you're being all of these people coming into your life like, oh, you're cute, or this, that, and the fourth. And it's like the universe sending you these people so that you can learn the soul lesson and move forward. 7 of Wands, please. With all these red and all the red in the cards, it definitely feels like you guys have the power. You're the only person who can do this for you. You can't, nobody can do it for you. You have to like decide, all right, I'm done being defensive. I'm done like, blocking all of the opportunities that have come toward me. I'm done doing that. You have to decide to um stop blocking yourself. Many of you Virgos are caught yourselves. 7 of Wands. It's like you guys putting your foot down and saying, The flu keeps coming season. It really does feel like you guys just blocking your own path here because there's this fear of being back in the Tower card. You guys may feel very deeply. You could have a water Venus or a water moon, and it's like when you get hurt, it hurts bad and it hurts for a long time. And you're like, I just don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to have to feel that anymore. I definitely totally get that. I also encourage anybody, an advocate for mental health. If you guys are like, I want to, give myself to somebody, I want to be with somebody, I want to have a relationship with somebody, but behaviors where my fear comes up and cock blocks me. Um, don't be afraid to get some help from a professional. It doesn't have to be a therapist if that's like really scary for you. If you guys are, um, you can talk to like, I would not go to those like coaches, like the online ones. I wouldn't do that. I would go to an alternative professional that could help if you just really don't want to see like a psychiatrist and you feel like maybe they'll just try and throw medication at you. Seek out alternative therapies. You may also have to do a lot of research to fund if you are okay with going to a therapist, funding one that actually um, specializes in. I'm just afraid. I'm terrified. It's like it's feeling very terrified. But relationship trauma, like a therapist that specializes in relationship trauma, you could benefit from um, seeking out the help from one of those people. Ace of Rods, please. Ace of Rods. Okay. Hierophant keeps coming out as well. You could have Taurus placements or, um, to me, the Hierophant goes the 7 of Swords. Hierophant is always kind of like a card that I don't connect very well with. It's all about traditions and like doing them by the book, institutions, like things being very um like straight and narrow. And honestly, I'm really seeing this. It feels like maybe you guys are, I don't want to say like conservative, but like not conservative religiously, but like kind of like you're not here for like quickies. You're not here for like one night stands and stuff like that. It's like you guys would want to have a long term something that if it's not a marriage, it feels like one where it's like long term committed um situation. I also see that as a potential thing for you guys if you stop cock blocking yourselves. I feel like hopelessness is like I've given up. I've given up on really what is this something that I'm hearing why I'm shuffling is somebody out there has the habit of like running away when things get kind of serious or running away at the first sign of something that they um it's not like it's not like a it's like the deal breakers are like low tolerance stuff. Like, this person wears their hair, "Ooh, I don't like it, so I'm running away." It's like looking for the little things to give you an excuse to leave, because it's like a fear of success. Just kind of there goes Virgo energy, which is kind of what we've been seeing throughout the entire reading. There's like the temptation to do what is well known and not walk the path less traveled here. One last time. What is being left behind? Mm, these cards fell out. You're gonna have to like shed your skin here. It's like and it might be a little bit painful because you're still comfortable in your skin. You're comfortable where you are, comfortable doing what you've been doing a long time, and it's like you're gonna have to leave that behind. And it's like a in the original Virgo, it's like the person's hat is very phallic. It looks like a dick. And I'm not saying that you guys were like that in the past, but you may have had behaviors where um like it's like weighing these things, but they're such small things. Oh, this person's not tall enough, this person's got one foot bigger than the other one, that toenail looks weird. And it's just like really small stuff that you guys allowed to get into your heads. And you may have had some relationships that could have gone the distance if you were able to get over that stuff. And I guess I understand. I'm a person smacking. I cannot stand it when somebody eats with their mouth open. So I understand that, for example, would be something that I would be like, ugh, you snack. I can't. I can't. Everything else is perfect. But you talk with your mouth, you eat with your mouth open. I just cannot do it. It's like that. Instead of maybe having a conversation with that person, I would possibly just leave them behind. But that's what I feel like you guys already know. And I feel like you guys are kind of like growing from that and moving toward what? Queen of Pentacles. Oh, see what the fuck? Well, that was entirely too perfect. You have to grow out of this perfectionism. I really feel like you guys have the opportunity or will have the opportunity over the next 90 days to move, like walk right into somebody. You got two aces. You um, where your parent was very like perfectionist. Um, and like it's like you have to shed that. And I feel like you guys also internalize that where you feel like you have to be perfect all the time. And there may even be like underlying resentment toward people who are able to. People think about that. It's like somebody out there drag racing. What the fuck? Options. Moving toward options. Ships coming in. So I don't know what else to say. I really feel like is there anything else that I can see here? You gotta stop cock blocking yourself. I am seeing a lot of phalluses here. This looks like phallic to me. What do you see when you look at this bag that he has over his back? What do you see? Okay. And Mr. Dickhead, he's not that way in the original one. He is. So I do feel like somebody wants to jump your bones, but you gotta if you want them as well. You have to like figure out how to be open. And what I'm seeing is somebody like doing this to protect themselves. Like this, like kind of, yeah. If you want a relationship, you just have to kind of step out of your comfort zone. So with that being said, I feel like I'm repeating. Um, Anything else? I feel like you guys have like a disaster mindset. Shit's gonna blow up in my face. I don't want it to blow up in my face. Just you don't know that for sure. It's like you're reading minds, and maybe you're not getting the right message from what you're reading. CD, or they're like anxious and they have stomach problems. I don't know what that's about. But take care of yourselves. I love you. Okay, bye bye.